this yet.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, my ding daddly dadas? So, we are here. I mean, I guess we're almost 2.5 weeks in of 3.27, and yeah, I kind of like feel like I've almost, like, at least for me, I've kind of like rushed everything up until this point. I mean, it's been super fun. But we did strike some gold. We did get the Hinokora's lock fairly early, which actually made us like 40 freaking divines like super early in the league. Kind of insane to think about, like, because I had been playing quite a lot. It's kind of insane to think about, like, that someone actually had 42 divines to spend at that moment on that Hinokora's lock. Pretty crazy. But yeah, so I'm gonna have to make a little plan, because I'm not gonna be able to play for like 12 hours the next couple of days, because I have some business I need to go and attend to. So I need to make myself a little plan here, and what I'm kind of thinking is, because up until this point I've really been driving my runners really hard. Like, I've had like mappers in King's March going like for this entire time. I mean, they have just been really busy, like really busy. So I'm kind of thinking that I need to give them a little break so I can save up some gold. Because since I'm not going to be able to play active so much the next couple of days, I'm really looking to set myself up so so that I can, like, at least do something, right? Or have the game doing. Having King's March working for me, basically, when I'm not able to play. So that's the plan we're gonna have to figure out today. Yeah, that's basically it. And I've tried a bunch of different things for this character right now to see kind of like what's the best way to go from here, basically, because my gear is pretty much where I want it to be. I have been trying a bunch of different stuff when it comes to like strategies for what's gonna be best for leveling and stuff. So I just finished my tree yesterday. So the graph tree is done. Because I hadn't really been focusing on that. I've been focusing on like a million things at the same time. And that's kind of like usually what can actually happen when you're learning this game, I guess, because there are so many things. So I feel like this situation that I'm facing now, like, I've had a lot of time to play up until this point in the league, but now it's gonna be a couple of days with like yeah, not being able to play that much. So I'm gonna have to make some kind of strategy so that I can make basically King's March. So I can make King's March actually make money for me as I'm sleeping, basically. So, so what I think I'm gonna be doing, to be honest, because if you think about this, right? So there are some functions in King's March that you can like just that can just like constantly keep going, right? So you have this function that's just gonna like keep going. It's not gonna be like, so for example, the map runners, they're gonna be suspended. So it's like you can fill up those 12 maps, but in like 5 hours, all of those maps are gonna be run, right? And that's gonna be it. So what I'm kind of thinking is that maybe I should do farming. So for these next couple of days, I'm just gonna try to do farming. So while I'm not actively playing, I want the farm to be, you know, going, and I want the ships also to be kind of running, you know. So I think that's what I want to do, basically. So I think I'm gonna have to hire more farmers, and I'm gonna have to hire more like boats or crew for the boats, basically. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. So while I'm away doing some business, I think that's what I'm gonna do. But up until that point, my goal is just to make as much gold as I possibly can, because gold is like super important when it comes to King's March. So making as much gold as possible is kind of like I've kind of like tested a bunch of different stuff, but like just burning through these like lower tier maps is basically what's like fast. That's basically what's making me the most gold the fastest, basically. Because I can burn through the lower content fairly quickly. So basically that's what we're doing. So we got some really yeah. So since we got that Hinokoros lock, yeah, when was it? Like at the end of week 1, I guess. Since we got that so early, it's kind of like the only upgrades I can do to my gear at the moment is gonna be like super expensive stuff, you know. And also what I have to consider at this point as well, because I really want to go just do like the higher tier maps, just do that stuff, and yeah, delve really deep and stuff. But the risk of doing that, when it comes to like XP and stuff and actually leveling. So what I'm trying to say is that I kind of feel like I'm at the point right now where there's not much I can do when it comes to my gear right now. Like the way to handle like the even higher content right now, it's gonna be with getting some little more tweaks to my levels, basically. So getting up to like, so now I'm 92. So getting to like, I'm thinking like the mid 90s. So hopefully when I'm like 95, I can do like basically anything, you know. Oh, and there is my alarm. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off my alarm. Yeah, so basically, that's kind of like how I feel the situation is right now. So I want to get as much gold as I possibly can, as quick as I possibly can. And I've burnt myself so much on like trying to do like really hard content. I feel like I've been wasting so much time, like kind of like forcing myself to do like harder content.
Keep them back.
And also, since I finished my tree yesterday, I kind of feel like now there is no more reason to kind of like force put these womb gifts into the tree.
The swarm.
So now I can kind of like focus on what's going to be the best strategy for me to do with the gifts. So the lavish ones, obviously I'm keeping for currency. Like I'm doing all the lavish ones. The ancient ones, they are still selling for like 15k. Oh, sorry, not 15k. Ancient ones are still selling for like 15 chaos. So this is 15 chaos right here. And kind of like just keep that as like the main source of like keeping the kind of like keeping the business going when it comes to currency, so that I don't like totally neglect kind of like the wealth acquisition, even though I'm basically worth like 40 div, almost 50 at the point. So I'm not really worried at all about the currency right now. Now it's more like I need to so like gear and currency is kind of like not a problem right now, right? Also, I've been doing some minor tweaks to my tree, so that's not the problem either. So that only kind of like leaves one thing, and that's the like adding some points, right? Adding some passive points, basically at this point. And the way to do that is to level. Just a second. All right. Yeah. So the plan is basically to make as much gold as possible, as quickly as possible. And kind of like prepare King's March to actually be running some operations while I'm away doing other things. That's the plan, my dudes. That's the plan. This ancient I'm just gonna sell. I'm just gonna get those 15 chaos immediately.
Sold something.
Oh, he actually sold something. Nice. What did he sell? I don't know. Something for 1 chaos. Okay.
Hopefully they'll
Yeah, so this is basically sold already. Yeah, so I'm so the thing right now is that it's more about like how fast and how many of these maps I can actually do. It's not really about, is it a tier 16, is it a red map, is it a yellow map, is it, you know, it's now that's not my focus, to be honest. Now the focus is just like how fast can I get gold, basically. That's the strat right now, just get gold as fast as possible. Also, I forgot to say that my town, like Kingsmarch, has been like constantly running now for, yeah, a long time. So I actually have some produce from the farmers actually stacked up already as well. I'm just gonna have to do some like changes to the structure. So I've suspended like all the activity in Kingsmarch, so there is not a lot of things happening at Kingsmarch right now. Just to set up and prepare, yeah, prepare for the next couple of days. So I also know I'm gonna have a so not this week. So this week it's gonna be like, it's gonna be tonight, it's gonna be tomorrow and the day after. So and then I'm basically gonna have like up until next week. So from like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, those I can have some blasting done, some active playing done. Yeah. Oh, hello, Mr. Alex. Forever impressed with the chat reading skills. Yeah, I was in the freaking middle of like a train of thought here because I need to do some strategies. What's up? 15 minutes on YouTube? Bro. Yeah. Open the chat in a new window. Bro, I forgot to bro, I haven't even been looking at my my YouTube chat. I'm sorry about that. Oh my god. That's so embarrassing. Bro, I didn't even set up my YouTube chat. Yeah, that was embarrassing. That was very embarrassing. You're on your PC, bro? Nice! Your PC has finally arrived, bro. That's insane. How does it feel? Like, describe what it feels like. Is it like Christmas and everything at the same time? Early stream ranting. Yeah, I was doing some early stream ranting. Yeah, I need a plan. Cause I'm gonna be. So I've had a lot of time to play these first couple of, or at least like the last week of the league, right? But the situation is about to change a little bit. So yeah, for the next couple of days, I'm not gonna be able to play as much. So you, Alex, you basically been here through like all the way in the beginning of the stream, chatting to me, and I've just been ranting. Yeah. Your new... Okay, so your new PC is finished, actually. Yeah, you were talking about...
My money is gone.
You were talking about that it was soon gonna arrive. Like the last parts, I remember. Feels amazing, even on Call of Duty, your GPU only reached 49. Really? Bro. My GPU is freaking frying. I got fans in the room. I got fans in, obviously in the cabinet. Yeah. But still, it's like, really blasting. I think at least up in the 80s. Yeah, so your PC adventure finally starts, Mr. Alex. You got 8 fans and they run up to 50C. Okay. Nice. But did you get your other like streaming equipment and stuff as well? Have you set up your OBS and like your cameras and your mics and everything? You have 2 scenes of OBS so far. Nice, 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 nice. That's cool. Yeah, I think like, I mean, you're not asking for any tips, and you know, I'm like, in general, I'm like really bad at kind of like taking tips. Like I should try to get better at it, but like when it comes to like making the scenes and that stuff, it's, I mean, so up until this point, you have been streaming basically like faceless, so it's gonna just you being on camera. It's gonna be like a big upgrade, right? You even tested vertical streaming? Oh, you've tested it? So have you been live on your PC? Have you actually been live since you got the PC sorted? 3 times? With your face on there? Is your face on there? Yes? Bro, what the heck? Bro, I think I need to go and check that out. Really? Bro, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, you absolutely have had no issues, like, just freaking going for it. Bro, I've been so back and forth, like, with so much with the streaming, and like, oh yeah, no, is it good enough? Oh, I don't know if I can do this, but yeah. I think, yeah, you just have to get, like, used to it, just, like, dive into it and kind of, like, just do it. I used to use Facecam all the time. Most people know what you look like. Oh, you did? Yeah, like way back, right? Probably. Because I've not seen, like, the last couple of years, I've not seen you, I've never seen your face. But that's gonna change. Because we are gonna go and look at Mr. Alex's face. Yeah, let's just store this for now. You only removed it because the PlayStation is on your screen too, so you missed part of your game. Yeah, okay. Yeah, but now it's sorted, right? Oh my god. On OBS, you don't even have to see it unless you throw OBS on a second monitor. Yeah, but aren't you running OBS on a second monitor? So kind of like the way I have set it up is like I have all my chats and my OBS on my second monitor, and then I have like game, obviously exclusive on one monitor, and I have like all the other stuff on the second monitor. Bro, I need to take like freaking 5 minutes and just look at your face, to be honest. Yeah, I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 campaign stream. Oh, there you are! There you are, bro. Hold on a second here. Hold on a freaking second. Stream will be back shortly. Hold on. Bro, there we go. Look at that mug. Right there, my dudes. Mr. Alex. Mr. freaking Alex. You look homeless? Bro, no, you don't look homeless. Absolutely not. You look damn excited to have your freaking PC up and running. Yeah, I don't have my bags under your eyes from sleep deprivation. No. Bro, you look nothing. So here's the thing, you look nothing like how I actually thought you would be looking, to be honest. Like, this is not the way I would, like, imagine you, to be honest. But that's really, really cool. Yeah, let's hit you up with a like here. Finally, the freaking yeah, we're gonna leave a comment. Finally, the new PC has arrived. how I thought you looked? Fat? No body shaming here, bro. No, absolutely not. No. I didn't think. I just pictured like, yeah, I don't know, something different, to be honest. But I mean, that's kind of like how it is, right? You will never get that right. If you only hear a person speaking, I mean, there is no freaking way of actually knowing, you know. But bro, this is so much, looks so much better. And I mean, like, the quality of the stream, bro, also is really good. It's really good. First of all, I pictured you older. That's one thing. Like, I pictured that you were like, I thought you were gonna be older, basically. Yeah, 35 in 9 days. Yeah, and I kind of probably knew that. But yeah, I kind of, I pictured you a little older, to be honest. And yeah, I don't know. It's just so weird. Like, you've been hearing a person's voice for so long, and then you see the face. It's really like kind of like a game changer. Like, it's so cool to actually see your face and know that this is what you look like after, like, chatting to you for such a long time. And yeah. Face to the name. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's oh my god, bro, finally. Finally. So you have any type of like schedule for the next for the next streams, or like how are you approaching this? You have any strategies? PoE2 combo streams in the future, bro. Bro. Let's freaking do it. Yeah. I mean, we are in the... So one thing that's going to help us a little bit with that, we are kind of like in the same area of the world, so it's going to be easier, right? To do like... yeah. But does YouTube have some type of like combo? So I know Twitch has like the stream together option thing. But does does YouTube have something similar? Always multi-stream? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do as well. Oh my god. That's what I'm trying to do as well.
I give you to my ancestors.
Yeah, just going with the flow. Yeah, I mean it's important to you know take the to walk the steps, right? I mean it's no I don't think there is no like shortcuts. It's just like take the time, learn the stuff, and just like keep improving. Only on mobile, on Streamlabs? Okay. Yeah, I think like the multi-streaming is kind of important, to be honest, at the moment. Like doing both the YouTube and the Twitch thing. But is that what you're doing now, or are you only YouTube streaming? I mean, you could be streaming to like a bunch of like other platforms as well. When the multiple output stuff is set up. So it could be like streaming on Kick and yeah, other platforms that's probably gonna immerse in the future at the same time. To co-stream on YouTube, on your PC, use streaming software like OBS to add your and your collaborator's webcam and gameplay sources to a single scene. You can also use a third-party tool like OBS Ninja to add a collaborator's feed as a browser source, which avoids the need to capture their desktop. Or you can use YouTube's Go's Live Together feature for mobile co-streaming. Yeah. Yeah, so they kind of like have the mobile co-streaming thing going. Yeah, it's possible, but it's like you have to have another. Like, I mean, you could multi-stream on like obviously. Okay, so here's the thing. So when at least when I'm multi-streaming, like Twitch is like my main. That's where my main source is. And basically, I'm just telling OBS to kind of like copy Twitch. So that means that if you also are connected to Twitch, we can like co-stream through Twitch, but it's also gonna be like it's also gonna be broadcasted to YouTube, basically. So Twitch already has this feature. It's called Stream Together or something like that. My GPU at freaking 90. Down for most things. Yeah. I mean since like Twitch already has this feature, and what's also cool on Twitch is that you can actually kind of see when people are co-streaming. You can see that it's like on my stream you're gonna see I'm streaming let's say Path of Exile. I'm streaming Path of Exile plus one other. So you're actually gonna see like the other person. It's actually gonna show like what other person you're actually streaming with, you know. Yeah, GPU is yeah. It's frying, bro. It's frying. Yeah. I mean, I don't have this is not an optimal setting at all, to be honest. Like this is not an optimal setting at all. Or I mean, my computer is not optimal. Does it show the temperatures? Yeah, but in my like in my Omen settings, it shows. But yeah, it's really working. I mean, I don't have a like a beast of a GPU, so yeah.
You dare challenge me?
So I think like quality is important, but it's not the only thing, you know.
I cannot do this yet.
Be protected.
I was a gear slut for like the longest time. For the longest time, I was a gear slut with like other things in life, and yeah, I'm just never gonna go back there. Latency is so high. You tell me. I'm not playing on US servers, nope. But I'm far up in Norway, you know. It's closest server here is like Frankfurt. Basically. Would it not be like Netherlands? Yeah, I mean, yes. But the difference is not that big, to be honest. So let me see here. Like these servers are okay. Hold on. As you can see here, it's like Frankfurt. This is the one that has yeah, we have Amsterdam. It's a little bit less. No, it isn't. Frankfurt is the best one. 46. Oh, we have Stockholm? Are you kidding me? There is a server in Stockholm? Bro, I didn't know. What the heck? Bro, there is a server in Stockholm? What the heck, bro? That's new. Yeah, that's new. Let's see how this feels. Yeah. Stockholm is the best, closest one here. Yeah, now it's better, right? Now it's like around 50. But it was way higher, right? It was way higher. Yeah, it's 40. Yeah, let's see if it sticks around like okay, hold on. But it's way higher. You see on you see the latency. You see the latency right here. This is way lower than up here. That's kind of weird.
Retreat, Highborn!
I cannot do this yet.
Begone, fiends! Existence is stilled!
Yeah, yeah. So those like
Going to lose focus.
like specs and stuff with things. It's like they haven't been like my top priority. Like having the like the best possible gear. It's been more important just like learning the stuff. So when the upgrade is being done.
Not yet.
Oh my god, fail, bro. Yeah, I'm so bad at playing. Like Path of Exile and chatting at the same time, bro. That's hard work. Really hard work. Yeah, so I've been kind of like been focusing on just like the like learning the technical stuff, basically. Change your filter to show all rare and sell for your gold. Bro, it's not selling for gold in Path of Exile 1, remember? It's only currency. Path of Exile 1 is only, you can only sell for currency. So basically the only way to earn gold is to kill stuff. Basically. We found an amazing website for widgets. Nice. Yeah, the widgets as well is like, I haven't been getting like a lot into the widgets, to be honest. Like, I've been trying some things, but yeah. Yeah, that and like a bunch of like graphics and or not yeah like what's it called? Like layouts and overlays, that's the name I think, and stuff like that. It's yeah.
I cannot do this yet.
Bot tricks? Bro. That sounds sketchy. Bot tricks? Sounds sketchy. Make sure we pick up the gold here, because that's what we're here for. Because I need to set up my entire town. Get it ready for the next couple of days. And see how we can effectively make this work for us. So I was a little bit disappointed that we couldn't do as much like King's Marching in Path of Exile 2 as we can in Path of Exile 1. Hopefully that's gonna change. Because there is so cool to have like this passive have this passive play, you know. So if you have to, like, you really want to have like the game kind of like working for you when you're not able to play. So if that's like during the night time when you're sleeping, or if it's like when you are out at work or whatever, it's really nice to have your town kind of running. But I've had my town running for like the entirety of this season. Like I've been basically like burning millions in the town. But I did get a Hinocorus lock. It's how you get follower widgets and wheel spin donation goals, even chat on screen. Yeah, I know. Yeah. So one cool thing about that actually is to get when you get the chat on screen. So like I've been thinking about that. So now I have like, so one thing that's a little bit painful right now is that I have to kind of like have my Twitch stream open to read my Twitch chat. On YouTube I can just like open the chat in a small little window and that's it. But for my Twitch stream I kind of like I have it open. And that's kind of annoying. Yeah, could have both widgets going, showing both. Yeah. Yeah, that's like one of the cooler ones, you know? That's one of the cooler ones. Oh my god, bro. Bro, that was lag. Bro, latency? Bro, these two different latencies are so different. That's so weird. I think maybe it's my internet that's causing these lags. Like these, all of a sudden, like I'm getting these freezes. Current song one is cool too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, there are so many things, you know, there are so many different things that you can do to like add spice, a little spice to the stream. But I do think like the most important part actually is to be engaging in like talking, basically. I mean, if like the goal is not to just like showcase like super high level of gameplay type of thing. I mean, it all depends, right? What you want to do. Or screen tear. Yeah, I mean, it's a bunch of stuff. Probably my GPU being cooked. That's what's causing the lags. My GPU frying, yeah. One thing that I'm really like looking forward to is, so like the biggest issue, my biggest issue right now is kind of like the my storage basically. But I do know that there is this technology that's being used a lot at the moment. By some games that like you have this kind of like cloud gaming. I mean, it's really not super optimized, to be honest, like the cloud gaming and stuff. But when we get to the point where we don't actually have to kind of like download hundreds of freaking gigs of games to our and store it locally on our computers, I think like when that technology really shoots off, that's gonna be good for me, at least. 94% is crazy. Bro, here's the thing. So this summer, I had this insane situation. Like, it was... Like, I couldn't run freaking any games. Because it was too hot. And I had so much dust collected inside the cabinet. It was crazy. So, yeah. Kind of like just tend to just like get the computer and think like, yeah, this is gonna run like a clock, you know? But you don't think about all these things that needs to be done, like when it comes to maintenance and stuff. Just expect it to work, right? Yeah, my GPU is still at 94. Bro, I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is showing, actually, to be honest. Why is this showing? Can I remove it? Like, I don't want this up here. 36 FPS, bro. That's not correct. Yeah, this is just weird. This thing up here on the top of the right here. Yeah, what is this? I mean, who the heck? I mean, I didn't want this. How the heck do I remove it? Like, I know how to trigger this, right? I know how to see this stuff right here. But like, this? What the heck? So weird. I don't want it. Yeah. Let's gather some more monies. Yeah, 94% GPU with 30 FPS. What the fuck? Bro, what is this?
I cannot do this yet.
It's part of the game, bro. I've never seen it before. Now it's gone. Now it's gone. Look, look. Now it's gone. What? Part of the game? Bro. Look, now it's gone. I don't even know why it's gone. What the heck? Bro, that's so weird. So weird. Alt C? Yeah, maybe that's it. Oh, no, that's not it. Weird. Freaking weird. But it is Alt something, I'm pretty sure. Because I'm trying to Alt to stay still, but that's like the wrong button. That's not gonna do anything for me. It's just showing the freaking hidden items on the floor. Nvidia, yes.
I cannot do this yet.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so it's like I think it's like Alt 1 or something. No, sorry, Alt yeah, Alt R actually. They get that away. I don't even want to look at it. Yeah, it's crazy. No, Alt R. Loving the mystery behind it. The mystery behind it? Yeah. I mean, the mystery is that's a big part of life, right? All those mysteries. All those mysteries. Yeah. The mystery. Yeah, F1, that's the one that shows the like these ones. So you have like a couple of different options. Like you can show the GPU, CPU, memory, RAM and stuff. Like network. Everything. And then you can just have like the latency. So this is the latency right here. But it's not the same. It's not the same as like the... Basically like the in-game one, which is... kind of weird. Like, why are those two different? I don't know what that Alt R is. Maybe it's in Nvidia, actually. But why they are so different, like, that's the actual mystery, right? That's the true mystery.
Annihilation!
Ah, get me out of there. Yeah, I don't want to be standing inside those nasty stuffs.
Be gone, foul enemy!
There we go. Yes, Alt-R is to toggle on and off on the NVIDIA. Just look, yeah, so why is like the NVIDIA so different from like the in-game stuff? Because that means that the F1 stuff is like that's the in-game stuff, right? That's weird. Okay, how much money do I have now? 99, okay. 99k. Yeah, basically that's my mission today. Get gold. Get the golds. NVIDIA stats may differ from game stats due to factors like software conflicts, driver issues, overlay itself, impacting performance, or incorrect settings. For example, a recent update to the NVIDIA app caused a performance reduction in some games, and the overlay may not always show accurate information, especially if a background service is disabled. You can also troubleshoot by checking for conflicting hotkeys, rolling back drivers, or verifying the necessary NVIDIA services around. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I have this Omen. This Omen app is running. So this Omen is like a performance performance app. So usually that's the one that I'm kind of like sticking to. Oh, there we go. Yeah, the reason why I'm pressing Alt that much is like I want to stand still, but that's not. It's in a different game I'm playing. I can't remember which one. It's like Alt, so it's like muscle memory. But Shift is actually the one that like like stationary attacks.
I cannot do this yet.
That's kind of like the one that I'm actually trying to press here. Or I should be pressing. Yeah, I just changed my keybinds, or like some of my keybinds. That's kind of like why this is a little bit weird right now. Corrupting Tempest Craft. Okay. Doesn't PoE 1 just look garbage compared to 2? I mean, obviously, like, PoE 2 is looking way much better. Obviously. I just really enjoy the like the amount, kind of like the amount of content, like the feeling of kind of like being like, so there's so many things I don't know about PoE 1, and kind of like experiencing and learning these like new things with PoE 1 is just that's kind of like what keeps me in here, to be honest. And also I think this new league is really good. And I mean, they are doing so many changes to this to PoE 1. Like, have you seen like super early footage of PoE 1? Like, it has improved so much, but I mean, imagine how much PoE 2 is going to be improving, right? It's, yeah. Hopefully it's going to be improving. I mean, at the same kind of rate as PoE 1. Has been improving for like the last 10 years, you know? Looks more cartoony. Cartoony. Yeah, absolutely. It does. Absolutely.
I cannot do this yet.
And also, like, with it, like, being so fast, like, especially now when I have the, you know, I have the Mage Blood, sorry, the Headhunter belt, and it's like, when I'm stealing, like, these, a bunch of these rares, modifiers, when I'm getting, like, super fast, it's just so fast. It's like it's crazy. Like the movements on everything, and you know, it's just yeah. It's just insane. So kind of like the mentality when playing this game has to be something like totally different than when playing PoE 2, I think. It's insane, like, but at the same time, if we didn't have that speed, if like that's kind of like a big part of the game right now. So if PoE 1 were to be like go like really slow, or kind of like the same as PoE 2, yeah, I think people would be super pissed off, you know. Because they've gotten used to how this runs. Best change would be to close it down, put all the resources into 2. Thing is that there's a lot of people that don't agree with that. And a lot of people that kind of feel like if they do that, they're gonna lose a lot of players, and it's gonna be, yeah, it's just not gonna be a good situation for the game as a whole. So kind of like the issue here as well, you know, is that what they intended to do with PoE 1 and PoE 2 was that you were gonna have these 2 separate like campaigns basically. But then the end game was gonna be like shared somehow. But then they decided, no, we're gonna make it 2 separate things and yada yada yada, you know. But like all these things has made quite some drama, to be honest.
Win this.
It's caused quite some drama.
Destruction. Oh, I'm going to lose focus.
Basically. Because you have like these like super hardcore, like mega dedicated PoE 1 players that are kind of like thinking, yeah, well, PoE 2, I mean, it's not like as great as PoE 1. But you have a slew of like newer Path of Exile players that really love PoE 2. And they're like, no, Path of Exile 1, trash, you know? But kind of like an interesting thing right there, to be honest, is like, if you kind of like gotten to this point where you feel like, yeah, Path of Exile, that's my game, you know? Path of Exile, It's the game I want to play. It's what I want to do, right? It's because I mean, not all players are playing like 15 games at the same time, you know. So not it's like some people are only playing Path of Exile, like that's the game. So the developers obviously don't want you to feel like you have kind of like completed the game. Like that's not the kind of like not the intention of this game, right? You're not supposed to. You're never supposed to complete it, right? You're supposed to be in a situation where there is like always gonna be new stuff to do. And if you've done everything in the league, right? If you've done everything in the league, and it's like, yeah, you got all the achievements, you got freaking everything, and done like all the content, you're just gonna take a break, right? And then you're gonna come back next league. But the thing is that if you really love gaming, right, and you're gaming a lot, and you want to be constantly playing, right? Because you're gonna get better. Like the more you play this game, the better you're gonna get at it, right? The faster you're gonna get. So you see like the fastest dudes, they are really, really fast. So basically what they're doing, they are kind of like just doing everything over and over again, right? Especially the campaign and stuff. And you can hear those people are always talking about like basically the league mechanics in itself and how it's like either like contributing to like pretty much the campaign, like either if it's contributing or if it's like making the campaign worse, kind of. So you have those people that are only playing, and they are going to be playing, like they're only playing pretty much PoE, and they're going to be playing a lot of PoE. So you have those players, and if those players kind of like reach a point where it's like, okay, so there is nothing more to do, those players are kind of like probably going to be looking for other games and stuff. So question here is like, how do you keep players like invested in your game, or like how do you keep players playing your game, you know? And it is a seasonal based game, but still some people are playing this game like it's, yeah, new leagues, new updates and stuff. That's really cool. Like people play it for a couple of weeks and then they come like have a break from it, play something else, come back. But you have people that are actually playing freaking all the time, you know? It's unhealthy to just play one game, gives you gamer tunnel vision. Yeah, yeah. Well, so I think it all depends. To be honest, I think it all depends. I need more coffee. We're gonna continue this discussion in just a second. I'm just gonna go get some coffee. Be right back. Getting coffee. Yeah, Mr. Alex, you have some good points here. So yeah, we were chatting about the like playing multiple games versus only sticking to one kind of thing. Thing with at least Path of Exile 1 is like I feel like I was late to the party, to be honest, for this game. I was a little bit late to the party, so I really feel like I really kind of feel like there is so many things to kind of like have a truly fun experience in a league. At least this, like, to me, it's like this. You have to know a lot of the about the game, because I was playing like I tried so many leagues, like tried to get into this game, but it was like so complicated and kind of frustrating. But I really loved the game, but there are so many things, like it's so deep, it's so like yeah, I don't know, like there are so many layers to this game, so many things that you can actually do, and there are quite a lot that you actually kind of like need to know to just like have fun, I think, getting through the campaign. And especially when you're getting to end game, it's like, yeah, there are stuff you need to know, things you need to try, things you need to, so it's this constant like development of your character, right? I mean, if you, at least if you're trying to make your own characters, right? So basically, like every time, every new league I'm playing Path of Exile, it's like I feel like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna get like a lot of, I'm gonna get a lot of hours, a lot of gaming out of this game, because there is like always gonna be new stuff to learn, new things to, you know, experience and try, and yeah. So it is really like a forever game. It really is a forever game. But I think that I'm just gonna read that comment, Alex. Just give me a second here, because it's a really good point what you made about the art and like the true the art of gaming. Yeah, just hold on a second here. Yeah, that was a really good comment, actually. I'm gonna get to it in a second here. I just need to deal with this.
Fight them off while I handle this.
So, what you're missing out on when it comes to gaming, what you're missing out if you are only playing like 1 or 2 games, is all the other stuff, right? Because there are so many cool games out there, you know, so many cool games. But if you found like something that you really enjoy, like, you know, yeah, this is my genre, you know, like this, yeah, I love to play this, and you feel like, yeah, this is a type of game that you could just like, oh, like this is the only game you can play. Oh my god, oh my god, bro, that was so close. I mean, good on you, right? If that's the case, but I totally agree when it comes to like, yeah, Yeah, when you miss out on the real art, yeah, you will miss out on the real art of gaming and experience if you're stuck playing just one game for 10 years. Yeah, it would be like eating your favorite meal every day. You enjoy it, but you miss out on the chance of finding something you enjoy more. Yes, and more variety is healthy. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of agree. Or I mean, I don't kind of agree. I agree. But there is some things about ARPGs or, you know, Path of Exile in general. Not in general, but Path of Exile specifically. There is something about this game specifically, and I mean, that's also, you know, doesn't matter if we are talking about Path of Exile 1 or Path of Exile 2, because they are both kind of like doing the same thing, for me at least. It's like they're giving, like, I know when there is a new league, or there is a new season, I know I'm gonna have a lot of content to play, you know? I'm gonna have a lot of content. I feel kind of inspired and motivated to stream as well, because I know I'm gonna be having all this content, right? It's not gonna be like 30 hours and then it's just like, yeah, whoop, off to the next one, you know? It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be something that I can play for an extensive amount of time, right? And I really enjoy that. That's really cool. But I think it's important to kind of realize like the way it's intended to be, like games like this, live service games like this, constant like updates every few months. So the intention is that you are gonna be playing for a while, then you're gonna put it down, play something else. When a new league comes out, you're gonna come back, you're gonna play it again. That's kind of like the intention of games like this. But this game is kind of so good that you don't really necessarily want to put it down. Like, you're having so much fun with it, like you necessarily don't want to like take a break from it, so you just like kind of end up burning yourself out basically because you're playing it so much. Yeah, but I mean, the main thing is having fun, right? You love ARPGs, you can no-life them if you want, but it doesn't mean you should. Yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. Absolutely. Absolutely, that's true. So what we should have like some kind of set goals, right? That's what we should do. We should have some set goals that we are trying to achieve. And we should achieve them, and when we achieve them, we should kind of like move on, right? Basically. You was a big MMO RPG player until you tried Elden Ring and found out your love for Souls games. Branching out is good. Yeah, I think so. I think so. So also, you know, when we are streaming, we are kind of like thinking a lot about like, what can we actually play that's gonna attract an audience, you know, all these things. But I think like the most important thing about streaming actually is kind of like not necessarily only the game you are playing, but like the way you are engaging with your audience and talking to people, and the way you are actually kind of reacting to whatever you're playing. I think that's the the biggest part, actually. Not like the game specifically, because I can quickly get to think like, yeah, okay, the only reason people are gonna watch me play Path of Exile is if I'm like super good at it. But that's not necessarily true, right? So people could be watching not for like the game itself, but watching for, you know, engaging with me or talking to me, you know? So it's yeah, it's really complicated and also very interesting, kind of like how the psychology works when it comes to like streaming. 3 types of streamers: trend chasers, one game streamers, and people who play whatever they want. Or whatever they think they will have the most fun with. Yeah. And then the question is there 3 different audiences? Is that why there is like 3 different kind of like 3 different main streamers? Main like categories of streamers? Trend chasers gain high but short-lived viewers. Yeah, basically. Because people are only kind of watching the stream for that game, right? One game streamers moderate viewers. But if you ever change game, you will lose your viewer base. Yeah. True. And then you have the third one, which is basically like playing whatever the heck you want and having fun with it. And yeah, it's more about you than it is about the actual game, right? The fun streamers, people stick around for you as a person. Yeah, the fun one. But what's the like? What's the definition of fun? It's like, can it be something? Because I don't think it's not necessarily only like the fun thing. It could be like some people are. I mean, in it for the conversations. Some people are in it for other things, but it's like more about the person itself. Like, I've been thinking a lot about this, actually. So I think it's the type of streamer kind of like that you should be is like the kind of type of person that you are. If you're able to just like be yourself and don't think so much about like, yeah, what's the type of like whatever am I, but it's more like oh, that was an ancient one. That's a 15C. But like being yourself and just having conversations with people while you are playing something that you enjoy. Yeah, I think that's what I am. If I were to like force myself, like I don't like to force myself into categories. Like I don't like categories because we should be constantly evolving, right? We should be constantly evolving. Twitch is half-naked women, pros at one game, and variety streamers who rely on personality. Yeah. Basically. But that's kind of interesting. That's an interesting topic because when it comes to like the personality thing, it could be like you could have a like a lot of people watching you because you're just like an obnoxious person, right? Because kind of like people love to hate. You know, people love to hate other people, right? Kind of. Yeah, it's subcategories. Yeah, absolutely. Like the whole phenomenon with streaming is just it's really interesting. It's like super interesting, and it's very complex. So it's, I think like complex things, like hard things, is interesting. Like setting out kind of like on a mission that kind of like seems impossible, and just like finding a way to do it anyway. I think that's kind of like interesting, like not knowing something and kind of learning as much as you can about it. I think that's really interesting. But it's really interesting, like why streamers think it's so cool to stream, and why the viewers thinks it's so cool to view. That just baffles me. But I do feel like streaming is almost kind of like so we have this big like podcast wave, like this podcast as a media wave. I mean, it's still kind of in pretty much in full effect. Like podcasts is like the almost kind of like the new radio, right? It's the new radio. It's the new kind of like targeted way to listen to the type of content that you want to listen to. Like, you're not just turning on the radio and you are kind of like in the mercy of the host, kind of. So podcasting is like the new radio, and then we have like streaming, which is almost kind of like the new TV, right? But the big difference with streaming is that the content itself is the viewer actually being able to communicate basically with the person that's kind of like making the TV show. which is yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, streaming endgame is either money orientated or love of the game orientated. Love of a specific game or love of streaming?
No! Not here! Not now! Unleash destruction!
So I think the only way to have success in like anything is to have love for it.
I cannot do this yet.
Love of streaming? Yeah, so I think like the only way that you're gonna have success at anything in life, it all starts with a passion, right? It all starts, I mean, there are some things that you could be like naturally good at, but I mean, you have to have a true freaking passion for something to actually make it like professionally. So let's say that you're getting like, I mean, some things you can get by like determination. Like you could really like decide, yeah, this is something I'm gonna do. Like when it comes to education and stuff like that, right? You could decide that, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be a doctor. I know it's gonna take me like 6 years to complete like my doctor studies, and then I'm basically gonna be a doctor, right? But it doesn't mean that I love it, you know, and to go through those studies like 6 years and also like being a doctor for the freaking rest of your life type of thing, or like at least for a serious period of time. I mean, that takes some serious like investment of your time, of your efforts and energy and everything, right?
Silence, fools!
But you to do that, you kind of like have to be interested, or at least enjoy whatever the heck you're doing. Because how else are you gonna spend all that time that's gonna, you know, that it's gonna require to actually, you know, do that?
I almost have it!
And then, I mean, because as you said, like the end game is like either money or love orientated. But I don't think only being money orientated, I don't think that's what's gonna take you the furthest, to be honest. Only the money. What's gonna take you the furthest is the passion, the love. I think. The love for something, that's what's gonna take you. Oh, what? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm lagging, I don't know what's happening. I got stuck. Yeah, so I think the passion. Best business practice is passion, I agree, yeah. Because the passion... Okay, so here's the thing, right? The passion is... the passion is what's gonna keep you going the extra mile. And what's gonna be acquired of you, or required of you, what's not acquired, what's gonna be required of you to like make your passion into reality. Sorry, make your passion kind of like into your job or your it's gonna take a lot, right? Basically nothing comes for free. Nothing like big comes just like overnight. And I mean, if you get it overnight, you could just like yeah, I feel like if something comes too easy, it's also gonna be like easy to lose it, type of thing. So what you're building over time with passion is gonna flourish, I think. At least that's my mentality, and I've made things work with that mentality. So it's kind of like starting with a decision to actually figure out. So I have this. So I have my 17-year-old. She's almost 18-year-old daughter. She is. She's not been sure, kind of like what she wanted to do in her life. Like, I mean, who knows? It's like it's not a lot of people that actually know at the age of like 16, 17 what the heck they want to do with the rest of their lives, right? Or kind of like what the next step is. It can be tricky to know. So, for the longest time, she was not sure what she wanted to do, and it was like, yeah, I tried to tell her, you just have to figure out whatever you're passionate about, and it's not necessarily going to be what you're passionate about now. It's not necessarily what you're going to be passionate about in like 20 years. But whatever you're passionate about right now, if you act upon that, and kind of like have fun, as long as you're passionate about it, do it. And when it's like, when you're not passionate about it anymore, just stop doing it, right? But that's kind of tricky to tell a person who kind of like doesn't know what the heck they want. Like, it's, yeah, whatever, you know? But she figured out that like the best way to learn and the best way to progress whatever you're doing is to kind of like figure out what doesn't work You know, try things. If it doesn't work, like, try something else. And you're gonna find, like, that kind of kind of like that farm spot, that sweet spot. And you're just gonna farm that kind of like spot for a while. Until you find, like, a better spot to farm, like, or a better thing, you know, that you're more passionate about, basically. Yeah, best thing you can do is never give up, even when you're burnt out. Just keep showing up. Yes, 100%. I think so. So basically, it's like the same thing, like everything else, basically, like everything else. So if you have a job, right? If you feel like, today I don't want to go to work today, and you just don't go, I mean, that's gonna have some consequences for you, especially like, especially like, no, I mean, it's not gonna be like one specific thing. That's kind of like a universal thing. Like I mean, we can take other examples of if you're in a job, for example, because you need the money, right? You need the money to pay your expenses, you need to pay your bills, whatever. And you are in this situation where it's like, yes, you need the money, but like the work is really shit. Like your boss is being an asshole, and your coworkers, you're just not, like, you're not having a good time there at all. You should probably look for something else to do, right? You should probably look for something else to do that you can actually. So when it comes to work, I mean, it's not all about enjoying the work, but it's like getting from A to B, basically. So it's much easier if you have like a goal, right? It's so much easier. So if your goal is to go from this amount of money, you're making this amount of money in a year, and you want to go to this, like, the goal has to be to get here, right? So whatever it takes from here to here is gonna be your own efforts, right? But it's gonna be hard. Like, if the situation is kind of like not working as you would kind of like want it to work, and it's kind of like a bad situation, you should look for something else to do, right? Like, if it's not good for you, you are not enjoying it, right? You should look for something else to do. Not just like stay in a bad situation because you think like you are not able to do anything else. So I've kind of like had to had to grind like in different ways, actually, to kind of like accomplish the things that I've accomplished in my life. So you kind of like have to figure out what you're passionate about, realize that it's only gonna be about like putting yourself in a situation where you can actually do more of what you're actually passionate about. So it's like, number one, figure out your passion, and number two, like, figure out how are you gonna put yourself in a situation where you can do more of what you are passionate about. Because things you're passionate about, you're going to be able to do so much more of those things than things you are not passionate about, right? So things that you hate to do, you're not going to like really do a lot of them, right? You're going to try to do as little as possible of the things that you hate to do, right? But the things that you love to do, you are probably gonna try to do as much as possible of those things, right? Okay, so we got 15 chaos here, 30 chaos. We got 1 lavish, and the rest we can just try to maybe 5 to 1. You're grinding Black Ops? Yeah, okay, nice. Are you streaming? Oh no, you can't. Not yet. Yeah. Yeah. So what do you find? What you find, Alex, about like this the timing for your streams? Like, is this something you are kind of thinking of? Like, is it something that you are really thinking about when you're streaming? Like, what times you're streaming? Or are you just like streaming whenever you feel like it? Let's sell these ancients.
You've had a... Ahoy there!
Yeah, let's just go 50. I mean, 15C is like, yeah. That's kind of like the standards for these items.
Business. Ah.
You've always streamed whatever you want to. You seem to have yours at all times that way. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think it's important. It's important, but also what's important to... So that's what I really like about multi-streaming, to be honest. It's like, when I'm multi-streaming, I mean, you could either watch it... I mean, this is gonna be the same if you're not multi-streaming, but like, multi-streaming to Twitch and YouTube, I think it's really nice. Because when you're done streaming, your stream is gonna be uploaded. On Twitch, it's gonna be as a VOD. Like, I don't have the impression that, like, a lot of people are actually... like, I don't have the impression that people are watching on Twitch, like, VODs as much as they are, like, watching earlier streams on YouTube, basically. Yeah. If you plan a stream, it's important to you, though, to let everyone in the Discord and on YouTube community have a time and date. Yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, so, but that's kind of like, if you are not streaming basically every day, that's going to be important, right? If you are basically not streaming every day. But if you are streaming basically every day, I mean, people know that you're going to be streaming every day. Right? Only the important streams? Okay, so what you mean? So do you like is there like a difference, you think? Like, are some streams more important than others? Like, what you mean? So like a day one release of a game or something, you know, people will enjoy. Like game with subscribers. What you mean? Yeah, I understand what you mean about the like day one. Yeah, like day one release thing and stuff. But didn't you just say like those type of games or those type of like streams, they are not necessarily the ones that have like they have the viewers that come in to watch that one thing, but it's not like long-term viewers. Like if you plan a stream to play with a lot of your viewers. Ah, yeah, I get it. Ah, yeah, so you're doing stuff like that as well, right? Okay, yeah, I see. Yeah, you are actually playing like planned sessions with your viewers. That's cool. That's actually cool. If it's a game you're excited about, not because it's trending, everyone knows you're a variety streamer. Yeah. But you have games that you play more than others, right? I mean, you do play a lot of Rocket League. You play a lot of Rocket League, and you play a lot of these like shooters. I think like that's the ones that you've been streaming at least, right? Most people stick around because you're good at Rocket League and they learn to love me. And then they come to other streams. They learn to love you. Yeah, so it's yeah, so the different games can be it can be kind of like what pulls kind of like people in, but what kind of keeps people is the person, right? I think so, at least. I think so. But the variety thing is it's kind of refreshing because you don't feel like you're gonna be like stuck to kind of like one game. But it's easy to see like on bigger streamers as well. Like you have some like a lot of like the bigger pathofexile streamers. A lot of them are also like playing other games on stream, but it's like usually never with like the same numbers as like with that initial game. So I think that can be like a little bit of maybe like a little bit of kind of like a curse in some way, because you are like people, you got a lot of followers for like one game specifically. So whenever you're playing that game, it's like you have a lot of people, like multiple K people watching. But if you're playing other stuff, you might only have like a couple of hundred watching, you know? Even like some of the bigger. I'm not saying the biggest. I'm just saying some of like the bigger streamers. Yeah, on Rocket League you're super energetic. Yeah. 12-year-olds love that side of you. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah, but here's the thing that's really interesting also about, especially about YouTube, right? So YouTube, so I've been watching a bunch of, I think maybe I've talked about this before. If I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But I think like the thing about YouTube is that on YouTube there are not only a certain like age group that's actually watching. There are actually all age groups are actually watching YouTube, to be honest. So I think YouTube that's really where you're gonna get like the most variety of like age groups and stuff watching your streams. I think I don't think there is a bunch of like very old people watching Twitch. I think there are more older people watching YouTube. I think. Depends on the game. Yeah. I mean, most Twitch streamers view bot, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, okay. Free games like Rocket League always has a majority younger audience. I mean, yeah, sure. Or like certain games do. I mean, I don't think like, so for example, like Path of Exile, like this is not a game for like very young people, I think. I think this is more of like a grown-up audience. But yeah, I mean like games like Rocket League and like Fortnite and Roblox or whatever, Minecraft. I mean Minecraft is like an all-age game. Yeah, I'm playing a lot of Minecraft with my youngest son. We played a bunch during the weekend. What's really, really cool about Minecraft, I think, is that you can kind of like, you can make whatever you want. And now we've actually started getting into like mods and stuff. And yeah, that's super fun. But I feel like Minecraft is also has like such a freaking huge potential for like content and stuff. And it's so accessible. That's also the thing, right? It's so accessible to people. So you're gonna have like a lot of people that that can play that game because it doesn't require a lot of your PC. So you don't need like a super gaming PC to play Minecraft, right? And you can basically like do whatever you want. You can build whatever you want. You can, yeah. So Minecraft is, yeah, probably like one of the best games of all time, right? In-depth games have an older niche audience. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, casual games like Fortnite, Minecraft, etc. Yeah, those are yeah, I think those are always gonna have like those games are always gonna be have like big audiences, basically.
Silence, fools!
Most people just watch the game they are currently playing. Yeah, I mean it depends on like it depends on kind of like what you want, right?
I've almost got it.
Kind of like depends whatever you want out of a game, right? Or out of like out of content. It's how you found me. Okay. But you found me yeah, it's a couple of years ago, right? Was it last year or a few days into PoE 2? Ah. I bet most of your viewers usually come for advice or cause they're passionate about the game. Yeah. Yeah?
I cannot do this yet.
Yeah, I mean, if we just think about, you know, how we play games ourselves and how we are kind of like looking for content or whatever ourselves, like not thinking like the viewers are something else than we are. I mean, we are all people, right? And we kind of, in a lot of ways, function in the same way, you know? So, just thinking about, you know, what type of content would I be looking for? And usually that's like, if I'm stuck at something or there is some like, yeah, that's kind of like when I search for like solutions to things. But like watching streams is not necessarily that's kind of like a little different thing, right? Because I mean, you could just watch and learn stuff, but it's more about the kind of like interactions, right? Your majority of Rocket League viewers come to talk shit and be the guy who beats the streamer. Yeah, but I mean, it's content, right? So people are watching it and people are engaging with it, and yeah. So as long as people are actually watching and actually engaging, I mean, it's content, right? Right? Background stream watching is like watching an educational documentary where you can ask them when you don't understand. Excuse me. Yeah. Basically, or it's like you kind of like have access to something like, yeah, it's hard to describe. So it's really hard, kind of like it's really hard to describe, I think. Like all the different aspects of why people would watch a stream, you know? It's complicated, but it's like I was drawing some kind of like similarities to like podcasting, or I said like the podcasting is like the new radio, and the streaming is like the new TV. But like the biggest difference between like the streaming is like the live aspect of it. While but you also kind of like have the not only like the live aspect of it, but you also have like the aspect of it that you can actually watch it, like watch the rerun, almost kind of like how you can like just listen to your favorite podcast episode or whatever. You have that type of thing going as well. And also it's like just like, you know, some people like engaging in conversations, like other people like to actually just like be in the same room as a conversation, you know? So there's like multiple reasons for kind of like feeling that you're a part of something. With like varied like engagement levels, I guess. Yeah. You even stopped play. Okay, hold on. What's in this chest? I taught you tons about PoE 2. You even stopped. Hold on. You even stopped what you're doing to sit and explain something 3 times. That's a real streamer. Well, I appreciate that. Like, that's really cool, Alex. That's really cool of you to, yeah. Yeah, I mean, so that's a cool thing that you can actually like explain stuff, or you know. But what's also cool with streaming is it goes the other way around, right? It also goes the other way around. So when you're communicating with people in your streams, it's not only like the viewers that can actually learn stuff. You as a streamer can actually also learn stuff, right? So you also have the situation where you can actually ask the viewers stuff as well, you know? And that's really cool as well. So it's it's really cool situation, basically a really cool situation, and always like the best streams, I think, or at least like the most fun streams for me is like when there is some conversation going on, you know. When there is something going on in the chat, and yeah. I mean, obviously, some things you don't want to have like go on in the chat, or you like some interactions is not necessarily the ones that you want, but I mean, it's all gonna be how you react to whatever is going on, right? I think. Message is being checked. Where's the mod set? Yeah. Messages are beta. No, it's my what's it called? What is that? What's that called? I have some auto moderation stuff going on. So there are certain words, sorry, certain words and stuff that are being blocked. You even start it? What you mean start? Ooh, what's this map? Influenced by the originator's memories, but look at those extremely nasty increased critical strike chance. 676%. Oh, started like that. Oh yeah. No, that mod is a super mod. It's a super moderator. It's not a stupid moderator, it's a super moderator. Yeah, I kind of like want to do this map actually. It doesn't even check and approve though? What? I mean, it just blocks. It's just like if there is a word or if there are some stuff, it just like cuts it off. But that's weird because, okay, hold on. No, I can't see because now I'm just monitoring the chat in... I'm just monitoring the chat like directly in OBS. I'm not monitoring it in yeah, that's kind of weird because usually I get like a notification that the mod has actually blocked something, but yeah, that's weird. Yeah, it doesn't show anything here. Like, that's interesting. That's interesting. Yeah, I kind of like want to try to do this map, but it's an extremely nasty one. It has some nice like rarity and like currency and all that stuff, but like the mods are so horrible that yeah, I'm just gonna bank this one. 120k gold now. Okay. Yeah, so I need to do a little more. A little more. Full send, if you die, you can always teleport. Yeah, I know, but thing is that right now, like currency is not necessarily what I'm looking for. I'm basically, or like the way I'm kind of like thinking at currency right now is only basically the womb gifts and kind of like whatever I'm picking up as I go. So the gold is what I'm really after right now. So as easy maps as possible, basically, so I can just burn through them and yeah. Yeah, like it's a different way of thinking of like accumulating the currency right now. It's not the like do a map that has like a bunch of like currency modifiers. It's more like I know kind of like where I'm gonna get my currency from, and but that's not, it's not my main goal. Main goal is the gold. So just want to kill things as easy as possible, and yeah, get as much gold in like a short amount of time as possible.
Help me!
So I am doing these breach encounters, but that's just because I want to get the gifts, the womb gifts.
Get them away from me!
Ooh. Thank you. Nice. Your GPU is 34C on max setting? Yeah. Yeah, you got a nice setup, bro. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
Oh, Reckless!
And now I actually like I know who I'm happy for. Like I know the face of the person I'm happy for, and that's pretty cool. It hits 40 when you stream. You're happy too. Yeah. You have shaven since. Nice. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I did a shave like yeah, when was that? Like I did like like I removed everything, because usually I have like this little like yeah, I have some stuff, you know, like a little goatee and stuff. But it was funny. Some people actually reacting to like the beard being gone. Yeah, so basically what I'm so like a little bit about you know how I'm thinking about the currency and stuff right now when I'm doing whatever I'm doing right now. Like so I'm trying to kind of like do 3 things at the same time. Like that's basically how I've been playing this entire league. It's like 3 main things that I'm trying to do. It's like get as much gold as possible to have like King's March working for me. Trying to, with the help of people watching the stream as well, like understanding what's actually valuable, like what I can actually make some money, some currency on. And kind of like going for those things instead of like thinking like necessarily that I need everything. So I don't need to do like full clear the maps that I'm doing right now, but I'm doing it because I have a kind of like a reason for doing it. So last night I was doing like a bunch of these. I wanted to complete my tree, so I had to do like a bunch of these breach encounters. So what I did then was that I went in and I went like strictly, specifically only for all those breach encounters, trying to spend not much more than like a couple of minutes in each map. Kind of like targeting those, targeting that mechanic to get only get those rewards. And that was kind of like a refreshing way also to play like target farm stuff. But when I'm playing this like lower, like low, whatever is like considered a low tier map, I'm making more gold here, and I'm making safer progress. It's definitely slower progress on my experience, but it's safer. And I kind of know what I want to pick up and what I kind of like don't need. And I'm collecting a bunch of these like surplus uniques, so that's also a thing that I'm doing for later, because I want to test something. I want to test and check to see if I have 5 of like the same. So there are, you know, we have this vendor recipes, right? So you have like, you can turn like 5 of one thing into like a random new thing of like the same item type. So that's kind of like what I want to try to do with the uniques. I probably could just like go and search for the information and probably find the answer to it, but I kind of like want to test it for myself. You look back and the neckbeard put on 10 years. Yeah, that's so insane. It's like without the beard, like looks like I'm freaking 15 years old. How would we set up a collab stream if you don't use Discord? I'm a hard man to talk to off stream. And safer is better than risk losing progress. Yeah. Yeah, and you know, Discord is not, I'm not the greatest. The thing is about the collab streaming and stuff, like on Twitch, it's pretty easy. Because if you are so like if we are both following each other on Twitch, we are kind of like friends type of, if you follow me and I follow you type of thing. And then we can do like collab streams, so we can like knock on each other's streams, like knock and say, hey, I want to come and collaborate. But also I think like we should try to set something up. Definitely should try to set something up. Yeah, we should. just like the practical stuff, I just need to think about it a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, you mean a time and date because of real life? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think we should just to have like some type of what's it called? I mean, we could try if you want to try. Like, we can just try to kind of like see how it works. I mean, I've never done it before either, so we can kind of like try, just set it up. Later, so I'm thinking about maybe like Thursday or Friday. If you think you're gonna be ready to try it on like Thursday or Friday. That's actually gonna give us a little time to research what we how to make it work as well. Yeah, that works. Nice. Because, like, next week, I'm gonna be super busy. And I guess I'm gonna have to try to do this Discord thing as well. Yeah. I'm gonna have to try to set that up and start using it again, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, Discord is amazing. Like, I had this, it's like funny story. When I was playing a lot of Elder Scrolls Online, I was in this guild, and we were really trying to get the Discord up and running because we wanted to do ball groups. But there were so many people not like really into the Discord thing, so we had a Facebook group for the guild, and the people were kind of like more, yeah, more comfortable with that. Discord is amazing, screen share and everything. Yeah. Yeah, your server has like 200 people, but only 15 people speak. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the thing, right? But I mean, still, it's if people are there and they can actually learn stuff, or like I said, with like the streaming or like the content in general, like it's you know, you can also see that the amount of viewers is like there are people watching, but there are only like a few of the people watching that are actually talking or like commenting or engaging with the content, you know? That's kind of like just how it is, right? So if you have like 5k views on something, I mean, you're not gonna have 5k comments, right? Or even 5k likes, you know? So that's kind of like, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna. I promise. I'm gonna make an effort with the Discord thing. Your highest one is 30k views. That's nice. That's really nice. Yeah, I need some type of AI technology that can actually like figure out and make like videos of my streams, like figure out cool moments and make videos out of it. Yeah, I don't think like, so I've been trying like a bunch of different stuff actually, and I don't think like the yeah, or I mean there are some things that's working better than other things, so it's kind of like you kind of like also have to kind of like read the situation, right? Figure out what's working and what's not working. It's yeah, it's a little puzzle. It's like creating a character, not following a guide, but creating a character from yeah, from scratch in Path of Exile. Thumbnails, tags, descriptions, and everything. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, also it has to be something that people want to see, right? So, yeah, yeah. The like how to do stuff and stuff like that is what I have the most views on. The how to videos. But what I enjoy most is just like streaming, you know. But going like through the streams and like finding parts and making videos of it. I mean that's it's really time consuming. That's the thing. But probably something that I should try to do a little more of. Just one of all those things that needs to be done. Glitch tutorial for zombies, yeah. Most views from Rocket League maps, yeah. Yeah, but I mean, but then there is this thing, like, so if you were only thinking about, you know, views, if you're only thinking about views, only thinking about, yeah, okay, what's gonna generate the most views and everything. If you're only thinking about that, you're not necessarily gonna do things that you enjoy, right? So at least to me, it's more important to actually do things that I enjoy. So what I mean is that if you were to look at your statistics and see, you know, yeah, it's Rocket League is the game that has like the most views for you. I mean, if you were only looking to kind of like farm the views, you would only be playing Rocket League, right? Exclusively, right? Same way, same with your most viewed video, had 500 views for 6 months, then randomly got 29k views in a random night. Bro, that's insane. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of like how the algorithm works. So I can kind of like see that on like views also. Like so I'm like always hoping like that the newest content is gonna be like the content with the most views, but that's not necessarily the case. Like it's kind of hard for us to know like what's really what's gonna be the video that gets like more than just a couple of views, you know. It's really hard to tell also.
Good eye, Exile.
The first 48 hours is usually where the video is pushed most, yeah. Yeah, but also it seems like the more views you get, the more it gets pushed, right? So almost kind of similar to the TikTok algorithm. A little similar at least. Like the more views you get, the more it's pushed. You did YouTube courses? They gave you what? Who gave you YouTube courses? What do you mean? Who gave you YouTube courses? YouTube themselves? YouTube did? Yeah, it is. It is. I've seen some stuff like that as well. I think I think I have some like similar things. Like, I got this message that yeah, you are kind of like qualified for some type of courses or something.
I cannot do this yet.
When you're partnered or whatever, you get a tons of perks, like one-to-one chat support. YouTube. Yeah, okay. Okay, so that's happens when you get partnered. That's cool. I didn't know that. It's a really interesting business model, to be honest. It's like how to... or like, it's interesting how that business model is kind of set up, I think. Because it's like... YouTube is kind of like providing the service, right? But we are providing the content. But obviously it's in YouTube's interest to have more people watching. So if they can help like its creators make better content that people want to watch, it's going to be a win-win situation, right? Heistcraft received? Okay. Monetized is Twitch's partner or whatever. Yeah, it's affiliate. So you have like the first step is affiliate, and then you have like the partner thing. But the affiliate status is kind of like the first. I think you can monetize when you get affiliated.
Hail gods.
YouTube, it's just like, are you alleged for monetization or not? YouTube just has monetized 1k subs, 5,000 hours of view time in 12 months. I don't think it's 1k, bro. I think it's 500. I think it's changed. I think it's only 500 now. Digga 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 digga. Let me see. I think it's... I mean, you're already partnered, right? Yeah, it's 500. 500 subs now. So it's no longer 1,000, it's actually 500. Yeah, they lowered it, yeah. Yes, they did. But what is the lower tier? What you mean? Higher tier is still the same? Okay, well, what does it mean? What does that mean? Like lower and higher tier? I mean, I guess that's the same thing as like affiliate and partner on Twitch, I guess.
I cannot do this yet.
More and less ad revenue? Okay. Yeah, so is there a difference between like the lower tiers and the higher tiers? Like, is there a different in like percentages or something? $50 and $100? What? But what does that mean? So if you have 1,000 subscribers, you have 100% ad revenue, but if you are 500, you only have 50%?
I will slay every last one of you!
Oh, okay. I see.
Dance with the flame!
Yeah, so I think it's a kind of similar on Twitch. Like, I don't know. I'm just assuming right now, but I'm guessing that's kind of like the same situation.
For the dreamer!
Not a single graft. No, no, no. They try to entice smaller creators. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, if it feels like something that's just like extremely hard and like not obtainable, I mean, you're gonna have like a lot of potential like really cool creators actually just like giving up because it just feels like something that's kind of like never gonna happen, I guess. But then we're all kind of like back to that passion thing again, right? What the heck was that? Prophet crown? Bro, I already have this one. Still, filing self-employed tax forms each year sucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, it's a part of that's a part of the game, bro. Part of the game. So do you do anything apart from streaming, or is like no, sorry, like content, or is this your main thing, Alex? He was lazy this year, and now Google takes 25%. What? Profit Crown, is that actually worth something? You just stream, your health stopped you from full-time work. Oh, okay, I see, I see. I get it. Yeah, I'm gonna check that one later. I mean, streaming is a freaking full-time job, though. I would say. Right? I mean, some people might think like, yeah, oh no, this is not it's not a real job. But I mean, if you think about like the hours invested and like all the research and everything you actually kind of like need to learn and figure out to do this. So the way I'm doing it is that I'm taking right now, the way I'm doing things right now is
I will slay every one of you.
like I'm a tech. I work with technology, and
Dream not.
I'm an audio tech basically, but I'm kind of like branching a little bit out now, doing other tech stuff as well. But a bunch of things that I've learned, like learning how to do this streaming thing, how to set up things, how to make things work like this. Like a lot of those skills I'm actually using in my business. So it's like kind of interconnected. What I'm doing now and also what I'm doing business-wise. Apart from streaming and this stuff. It's a solo entertainment business. You're creating a brand. It affects your sleep and social battery. It's harder than installing a printer. It's definitely harder than installing a printer, bro. I mean, that could be hard as well. I mean, it all depends on like how technical you are, I guess, or yeah, how practical you are. Yeah, you have like the two big ones. Like either you're kind of like a theoretic person or you are like a practical person, right? But what's really cool also about streaming, I think, is like there's always some kind of like new things to learn, and there is always kind of like some improvements to be done to like whatever you're doing. But it's all gonna be up to you, right? It's all gonna be up to you. So you're gonna learn and like figure out things in your own at your own pace, right? You're not gonna have someone screaming and yelling at you because you're not doing it the way they want you to do it. I mean, you can have people like that as well, but I mean, those people don't mean anything in this business, right? It's all gonna be up to you and what you decide to make out of it. He was in the IMT business from 18 to 31. ICT business? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Did you enjoy it? Was it something that you enjoyed doing?
I cannot do this yet.
Because I think that's important. And if you didn't, I mean, I guess it was just great that you got away from that situation, right? Coding sucks. Yeah, I mean, but there are people that love coding, you know? There are people that really enjoy coding. It's like, yeah, I have friends and I mean, business partners that freaking love coding, like making apps and all that type of stuffs. Like, I enjoy, like, pressing the buttons. Like, I like pressing, like, physical buttons. That's, I think that's really cool. And, like, programming buttons to do different things. I think that's cool. But, like, I enjoy pressing them more than I enjoy, like, coding it, I guess. Yeah, it's a different language model for each. Yeah, I know. I know. Yeah, I know. Unreal and Frostbite are easier than Java, yeah. Yeah, like practical tech. That's my jam. But it's really cool, like, so Path of Exile is like, you know, it's like a programmer and a code, yeah, it's a game for people who love to, like, you know, try to make things, different things work, you know. It's like a perfect game for programmers and, like, computer dudes. If you type value equals true one more time in my life, you would have cried. Bro, that's so insane, bro. Yeah, so I'm guessing your health issues wasn't like you didn't break your back or something. It was more like more like a mental breakage thing, I guess. Yeah. I mean, that's I can relate to that. Yeah, I think it all comes down to, like, if you're in a situation, like, if you put yourself in a situation because you thought that was the right thing to do, not necessarily because that's kind of like the way that you or like the direction you should go in, but you kind of like think like, yeah, this is the only right thing to do. I have so much, like, responsibilities, or I have, like, this and that, and, like, a bunch of, like, reasons why you should do something, and you're not just, like, doing it because you love it. It's those things are gonna break you in the long run, I think, if you stay in those type of situations, like, for too long, because that's not basically how we are supposed to do things as human beings. I think we are supposed to do things that we enjoy doing, because that's gonna allow us to learn more about that field, and it's gonna, like, open up a bunch of other, like, opportunities, basically.
Keep them back.
Mental health and nerve damage. You was hit by a bus?
Now
What?
focus.
You was hit by a bus? Bro, I'm sorry to hear.
Keep them back.
Double decker? Bro. Really? A freaking double decker, bro? Yeah, double deckers, like, I would assume that they hit harder than just, like, regular buses, right?
Be gone, foul enemy.
I mean, it's twice as much bus, right? Bro, that's insane. But are you in a wheelchair? Or like...
For the dreamer!
Yeah, they weigh twice as much, yeah. Yeah, bro, I don't mean to ask, like, I mean, you don't have to answer these questions if you don't want to, but... broke your arm, dislocated your shoulder, fractured your spine, bro. That's insane. Yeah, I hope you are like... I hope you're okay. I mean, this was like 4 years ago, right? So... It's not that long of a time ago. That's insane. You're not in a wheelchair. You can walk, but your nerve system hurts. Arthritis wrecks your hands. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, Alex. So I have a feeling that you're gonna handle this joke. So that's why I'm actually gonna pull it. Okay. So, is this true? Or is it something that you're just making up? So that you can keep like playing your controller instead of mouse and keys? Be honest. Yeah. Bro, I'm so happy that you actually took it in a good way, because I mean, I could have lost you forever right there, but I mean, I just had to risk it. You can mouse and key for short periods, yeah. So thing was, I just have to make myself clear. Thing was, this was just like a joke. Like, I'm not like this mouse and key advocate. I'm like, okay, some games I play on mouse and key because it's better. Other games I play on my controller because it's better. It's like, I'm not like bashing one or the other, but it's kind of like this thing, you know, in the gaming community. It's like, are you a mouse and key player? If you are a mouse and key player, you're kind of like superior to like a controller, and that's just weird. Sensory neuropathy. Google it. What the heck? Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. Sensory neuropathy is a condition that involves damage to the peripheral nerves responsible for sending sensory information, leading to symptoms like numbness, tingling, sharp pain, and an inability to sense touch, temperature, or pain. This can result in a gradual loss of sensation, an abnormal sensitivity to touch, and balance problems. Causes include diabetes, autoimmune diseases, injuries, and infections. Oh my god. Yeah, so it's like a nerve thing. Bro, that's, it sounds horrible. Nerve damage? Yeah. Damn buses. Yeah. F them buses, man, bro. Oh my god. Yeah. Damn buses. Yeah, I've excuse me. I've been pretty like I've never been injured like physically, but I have been injured like mentally. But my physical condition has been like pretty good. You're a walking disaster. I'm lucky. Yeah, but bro, you know, like the mental stuff, it can be mental stuff can be rough as well. Like that can be really rough.
Return to your barren world.
But yeah, I mean,
Proof against the storm.
we all have something, right? We all have some types of issues
Annihilation.
in some kind, right? But I mean, if the situation is like that you want, so like for me, it was like at the situation where I had this like kind of breakdown. Like when I had to kind of like I had to do some soul searching and kind of like figure out what actually made that situation happen, and it was because I like made a bunch of choices and did a bunch of stuff that I shouldn't have been doing. So as soon as I kind of like realized that was what put me in that situation, I kind of learned what not to do to put myself in that situation ever again, basically. But it took some years to recover, to be honest. It took some years to recover. You've been stabbed and mugged? What? You've been stabbed and mugged? Had your nose broke with a pool cue, hit by a bus, but you agree. The stuff in your head is always worst. Yeah, I mean, it's just like... yeah, it's kind of like, I don't want to say that I don't know if your condition is like permanent, that you're always gonna be not able to play mouse and key for like longer periods of time. I don't know, like, if that's the situation, but the thing about mental stuff is like it kind of like always sticks with you, like, you know, it's kind of like always there in some degree or form, you know. But if you like break a nose, I mean, the nose is gonna heal. I mean, it might be a little crooked to like one of the sides or something, but I mean, you could fix that, right? But like the mental stuff, it's harder to fix. It's like only time and yeah. So I'm guessing probably with like, but like what can be pretty rough with in like a physical situation is that if you are in a really difficult physical situation, that can also affect your mental situation, right? So you're kind of like getting the worst of both worlds, not the best, but the worst, kind of, you know, kind of thing. It's a permanent, non-regressive. If anything, it will get worse. Oh my god. Yeah. Yeah, you need to hurry to like 1,000,000 subscribers, Alex, so you can get some proper treatment that only money can buy. I think that's the only way. That's the only way to save you, Alex. Neither sugar mama, bro. I was gonna say, but I thought like, yeah, no, I can't say that. I was gonna say that you need to find you need to find someone that like that's really into like short amounts of like finger work. Or like short periods of finger work, not like long sessions. Past 2 years, you lost both your parents and your girlfriend left you. You gotta do something to keep you sane, so you have gaming, bro. Bro, what the heck? Yeah, that's some heavy stuffs, bro. That's some heavy stuffs. That's insane. That's insane. But it's good that you're doing something, right? So even though you're not able to kind of like work or do the same things that you did before, I mean, like putting your passion and your intention into something, really creating something, I think that's good. That's really good. You have to laugh or you will have a mental breakdown again. Yes, bro. That's 100%. 100%. I mean, yeah. I mean so like the girlfriend situation, sorry, the parent situation, I'm really sorry. My condolences. I mean, that's just horrible. I'm not gonna joke about that. Obviously. But girlfriend situation, bro, I mean, doesn't seem like it was the right one, right? That situation doesn't seem like it was the right one. Basically. Okay, I'm gonna do one more map here, and then I'm actually gonna have to make some calls, because I'm doing this huge production next week, so I'm gonna have to make some calls and also prepare for some business that I'm gonna be doing the next couple of days. So I'm gonna do this map, and then I'm gonna head out. So Alex, I will give you a couple of minutes to prepare your stream. And you will take over the wheel. Okay? You're up. Tag, you're it in a couple of minutes. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear, Alex. Ba, 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 ba. But when you are at the bottom, it's only one direction to go, and that's up, right? Yeah, like a safety net being removed, bro, I see. Yeah. So now it's all about you, you know? It's all about your own efforts, or it's all about... it's all about what you make of your life, you know? When things go wrong, you gotta take it on the chin. Yeah, but I mean, obviously it's not hard. It's not like, I'm not gonna try to like downplay like rough stuff, like that. But it's like the focus has to be on, like, forward, right? Focus has to be on pushing through it, and just trusting that getting through it is gonna make you stronger on the other side, you know? But yeah, that's easy to say when you are not like in the middle of a situation like that yourself, right? But but it's the only thing that makes sense, right? to make sense out of something that doesn't make sense. It's kind of like we just have to push through it.
Really have it.
You can take a bus to the chin, so you will manage. Yeah, bro, you're a tough SOB. Let me tell you that.
Victory!
A tough freaking SOB, bro. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, bro. Are you ready to take over the wheel? Do you have your OBS booted? Are you ready to go? You need to boot up your OBS and get ready for streaming, bro. That's what you need to do. Put in some streaming effort. Do something positive. Do what makes you happy, bro. Okay, is this the way back, or is... Yeah, this is gonna be the way out of this, I guess. Yeah, that's it. In an hour, your OBS is playing up. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me, for this session at least. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make these calls. I don't want to be on stream making these calls, and yeah. You know how that been before, Alex. You've seen it before. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this call. I will be right back, and then 3 hours later. You know? Okay, so how much gold did we make? Okay, 140k we have now. I mean, that's something. I'm gonna have to make some more to sustain through these business days. Yeah. The scene isn't showing anything. Bro, did you save it? Okay, my dudes. Alex, thank you for hanging around, chatting. I mean, it's always good to have you. And as always, my dudes, this is Mouse of Fairy Tales. You are you. If you like this content, hit me up with a like. If you are not already subscribed, you want to see more content like this, I mean, consider subscribing. And that's gonna be it for now. I will see you guys in the next one. But for now, I gotta go take some calls and deal with some stuffs in the life. Stay safe, my dudes. Stay strong. Keep your head up. Focus on the future. There is nothing in the past that you can do anything about. Just focus on the future, look forward, keep pushing, and it's gonna be okay. Okay, my dudes. That's gonna be it, my dudes. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Peace.